It was just the most beautiful beach you could see, probably in Africa, probably in the world.
Yeah, whenever do you ever get to run 112 kilometers with only really crossing one fence line, and that's Dwes's Nature Reserve?
I think kind of a lot of guys realize the whole reason again why they're doing it. Just stop, look out, and just take it all in. It's a beautiful place. What an experience.
It's very inspiring and actually quite spiritual in a way. It makes you feel like you can't believe that there's such beauty and it's just close to home.
And it's quintessential Transkei. It's huts, cattle, herdsmen, and guys getting on with their lives, just like basic fishermen and that, just seeing how basically they live.
The people that live off the land here and experience it in its purest form, and then you can just come here, run for 112 Ks without seeing any form of big concrete, or it's basically you, your friends, the ocean, and beautiful natural wonders that this wild coast offers.
Because you can go places that you can't normally, not even with a bike or not with a car, and you see places that very few people see. And you can go down rocks and see places, and there's not a lot of people that see or experience that. So with running, you can definitely get to different places much more easily.
You'll never get to see the parts of land that we saw today if you don't run the coast. Like, you'll have to try and jeep it out, or it's difficult to get to where we went today. And we're so fortunate. I mean, we got to run through reserves that people don't often get to run on, and it's just almost an untouched land, and only like we got the privilege of actually running it.
I think it's guys who just want to get away from it all and do something different. There's a lot of different people who could beat us at most road races, but to get something out here, it's totally different. It's the you versus the elements rather than you versus somebody else. So it makes it a lot harder. It's you pushing yourself. You're not fighting someone else.
Yesterday on day one, I had a lot of time where I was still thinking about work and still thinking about things back home. But I think today you just forget about all of it. I mean, you go through a river crossing, you're tired, you can't swim anymore, but you just get out of there and you just realize, sure, I've done something quite big, and I can't explain it really, but you forget about everything else.
Something to get used to race 3 days in a row. You need to constantly remind yourself that there's another day ahead, and it's difficult sometimes when you're feeling strong to hold back a bit. It's nice every morning your legs feel tired, but you get up and you after about 10 Ks you feel strong again, and then the finish every day is just awesome. It makes it all worth it.
There's a lot more planning involved. It takes a lot more of your body, a lot more emotionally. And I think if it was only a one-day race, you would never feel the closeness with the other people that run with you as you would in just one day.
It's definitely a magical experience in terms of how not only do you get to meet people and enjoy the experience with 80 other people, but just the fact that you actually you get to rest, recuperate and enjoy the lodges along the way. Yeah, it's a better experience in terms of you get to enjoy it in a far greater time and period, and it becomes an immense experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I think being over a few stages and having a few days with each other, obviously you can start to relate to one another. Conversations will build up, you have some good laughs, and you actually build relationships, get to know the people more, and just to hear about people and their stories and their running stories and their training, and it's been brilliant.
I think these 2 days have been very, very unique, totally different from road running. It's the first time I've done a multi-stage event. The experience, as I said, was wonderful. It's totally different. I mean, you're running on different surfaces all the time, from crossing rivers, beaches, mountain heads, and it's a truly awesome experience. I think I'm hooked onto it.
Most of the guys are some slightly more mature runners. I don't think anyone here is in their 20s. Usually after a race, everyone sort of packs into their cars and heads off. But nice to catch up with some stories about everyone's days afterwards in the evenings. So great to socialise afterwards.
I think that's the best part. I think experiencing this with mates, or some guys have been doing it with their wives and girlfriends. It's such a bonding experience to go through this with somebody. Yesterday needed the mates a lot. Yesterday, dragging us through, forming chains to tuck in behind each other with the wind. I ran out of water, had the guys there to just get me through to the checkpoint, just drinking their water, and guys just looking out for each other, it's really cool.
I think often they tend to form groups and actually almost run in batteries, if you want to call it that, and they form good bonds with people, and then some of them push each other harder than others, and then sometimes friends drop other friends along the way, but they all seem to love it at the end of the day, and form new bonds as well. Like sometimes friends drop other groups, and then they before you know it, they're leading the next pack. So it's great fun, I think, in terms of racing each other almost in small groups as well.
As you run, and the people coming up and asking you how are you, and just everybody's so friendly, and the connection there is between everybody. And some of the guys in the wind would tell you, come behind us and we'll slipstream for you. It was just very nice how people pull together, and if you need something, somebody's got something that they will offer. So it's amazing how the people pull together, and just the camaraderie that there is between everybody.
'Cause I've always run trail runs with marked routes, and it is kind of a little bit stressful because when you race and you obviously want to take the shortest route. But the thing is that it brings you closer together to the people that you run with, because you're trusting people and you're trusting their knowledge of the land. With it not being marked, though, you are feeling more free that you're just roaming the country. It's awesome.
Well, I think every day you start and you sort of see the banner, and then that's your only reference point for the day. You only see that at the end. So I think that sometimes there are single tracks or another track that crosses it, and you're not sure, okay, am I following the route? So you sort of keep the sea to your right, keep the bush to your left. But I mean, I know today they even explained to us to look out for the thorny bush, and we did miss it. So we had to go all the way down and had to come back.
A lot of the times you're not really sure exactly where you're going. It's wild. You kind of like sometimes won't see guys in front of you for a while, and you got to kind of pick and decide where you're going to go. Grab the map and try and work it out. Very challenging as a person to come and do these sort of things. It's a continual challenge. It's the mind starts playing tricks on you. You never really know how the body's going to respond to this kind of thing, and digging deep on every step can actually become a battle.
The tougher it gets, the more it carries on to the experience. It's quite tough, and it's the wind and everything plays a role, but it really helps with the experience.
I think what happened on the first day with all the wind, there was only one way to get through the end of that beach, and that was by running in a group. And it was just amazing how people pulled into a line, and if you ran past one person running on their own, you just told them, come on, hook in, jump on the bus, let's go, and it just made such a difference. So I think, happening on the first day, it kind of pulled a lot of people close together.
I had this vision of these river crossings being an absolute nightmare. My biggest fear was being swept out to sea. So yesterday's crossings, way steep, chest deep, those were okay, we could handle it. The swim at the end, I was so chuffed at being pushed upriver, not out to sea. And today's crossings, well, the ones along the way were non-event, fortunately, and had a nice swim right at the end.
My job at the river crossings, as well as most of the support crew, is just to get them through it, basically. So the river crossing starts off relatively mediocre, and then kind of picks up throughout the day as the tide comes in, and basically I'm just there to make sure they enter at the right place as best as possible, help them, encourage them through it, and then if needed, hop in and help them out and transfer them across, basically.
It's definitely not something that you need to panic about. There's always someone there to help you, which also comes into like the camaraderie wise. People are very willing to help you across if you are feeling a bit nervous. I think that people get a lot more stressed than what they need to about the river crossings. They're really actually not that bad.
Nice to actually get the legs wet. It almost feels like the legs recover for a little bit in those sections, and when you come out the other side, your focus is somewhere else. You're wet. It feels like you've been for a little bit of a swim. Takes your mind off the pain for a little bit.
Oh no, it's definitely one of the easiest things to do. The crossings really are nothing hectic. It actually just adds to the experience. A lot of fun.
Something like this endurance race, I mean, it's taken a lot out of people, and to kind of dig deep in themselves and believe in themselves and push right through to the end. I mean, you can hear the guys clapping everyone in because they've realized what it's like for them to go through it and reach their goal.
I think I had a lot of spirit in the first day, even though the wind was quite strong. So I got through that, and the second day I was feeling a lot of pain, so that kind of disheartened me a bit, and I was wondering about, am I going to be able to finish this race? So it was a mind over matter thing on the second day, but on the third day I just was about digging deep and just pushing it one step at a time, and that's how you finish a wild run. Just the body's ability to just listen to your mind. If your mind says go, then you go, and it's only really when the mind gets tired that one wants to give up. But as soon as you sort of manage to get your mind right again, the body just reacts and responds and just does what you want it to do. And for me, I think endurance is about suffering pain, and if you've got a high level of endurance, you can basically suffer a lot of pain and you just get through it.
Just confirming that you got race number 133 has been medically withdrawn.
Copied 133, no problem.
Yeah, the reason why we're in a checkpoint is basically so we can see if everyone's made it through to the halfway point with the quick medical, as things do happen on the Wild Coast. So at this checkpoint, we're just making sure that everybody's come through our points, that all the runners are accounted for, and that they're medically fit to carry on with the rest of the day.
Yeah, so we're on our way to the finish of the Wildcoast Wildrun 2012. We're on the way to Hole in the Wall. We just left Haven about 20 minutes ago, and as per every day, there's always a long trek on really bad roads around from the start to around to the finish of each day. So each day is very, very challenging. We've got to strip down the start branding and take it through to the end of each day. And today particularly, it's the big finish for the entire event. So we all congregate down at the Hole in the Wall and take the kit down and set it up for the guys to come into the finish down there.
But basically, being sweep. I mean, I'm there to make sure the guys in the back are still enjoying themselves, keep them going, keeping a positive vibe, and it's a good job. And generally, there always is a good vibe at the back, so the job's easy.
The sweeper, very importantly, has a radio with him. He needs to maintain contact if there's any issues. And then we've got effectively 2 base stations, people who are manning radios along the way to enable us to communicate right from the finish line to the back of the runners.
Obviously, when a brand sponsors an event, they're trying to show something. They want to portray who they are as a brand, and just looking around at the vibe and the event itself, I think it says a lot about the brand. They want to relate to this adventure, to running, to the joy of it all. So as a brand, it goes more than just, here's some kit, go for a run. You actually get involved, and that's why I'm here, and just to see it all has been incredible.
As a photographer, shooting here is amazing. It's anywhere you point the camera, you've got great scenery, you've got beautiful people, big smiles, and cars. For this kind of event, you're obviously running with gear on your back, which isn't the easiest. It's tough and tiring, but it's all worth it. It's beautiful, it's remote, and generally the people you end up here with are also adventure seeking, and you end up having a great time.
And then on the final day to see the finish is just an amazing experience. You almost want to slow down a bit and just savor the moment. But it's a great experience to do it.
Purely unexpectedly emotional when I got over that hill. I just couldn't actually believe that I was there. Besides being completely overwhelmed by the view, it was just absolutely spectacular. It's very, very hard to describe that, the sense of emotion that just fills you during that time. Yeah.
Oh man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A little bit emotional, but unbelievable. Best finish in the world.
Man, look at this.
So pretty.
Best race.
Unbelievable day today. Makes a huge difference without any wind. You can actually enjoy it. And the sea is beautiful today. We saw a pod of dolphins back at one of the crossings. Yeah, just a magnificent day. I guess finishing, you also get a bit of the finishing euphoria.
Friggin' awesome. It's been a long 3 days, but this is brilliant.
Difficult yellow piece of plastic to find on the Transkei coast. That piece of yellow plastic down there.
I don't think you get a better finish than this. It's a magical place. Huh? Hopefully it stays untouched and magical for a long while still. I mean, to be able to come here and do stuff like this it's a privilege. It's a privilege. Everyone should stick it on somewhere on the list that they've got.
Both days we've run out of the starting blocks and thought, we're going to win this thing, we're going to do it, and taken a wrong turn straight away and got straight to the back of the pack.
Whose fault is that?
Mine, both times.
I think my sandblasted eyeballs would that memory's not going away for a while. I think we'll block that out in a while and remember the good stuff. Remember like the beautiful beaches that we've gone down, like sort of solitary moments, being so isolated and sort of alone out there, which is great.
You know, you really, like I said today, I really dug deep to sort of get myself through the day, and it's just amazing how you don't realise what's within you, and it is that spirit within you that you discover. It is an amazing sort of thing to be able to look at what you're doing and question life and question all there is to offer in life and question what you're doing here in life and have you done enough, and if you can do this, there's so much more that you can do. So I think it gives you an opportunity to discover your spirit doing a race like this. It really is quite awesome.